Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So I finally put in the nether portals. They don't actually function yet, but the mechanics behind how they are created is in the game. And I think they look pretty awesome. There's a couple of things that I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to leave this for the last part because this is super cool. I love how this came out. So first things first, this flint and steel, and it does work properly. There's fire in the game too, and I programmed it specifically to be rapid, but be ultra lightweight at the same time. So what that means is there could be a ravenous forest fire going on, and you wouldn't even notice because the frame rate and the server doesn't slow down at all. It's crazy. Let's just light up the whole area, why not? And if it fails to place a fire node, basically, it makes this noise instead of making the noise. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, we get all this fire going on. There's no actual lag happening. So this is using a combination of ABMs and node timers, which makes it work extremely efficiently. I just love the way it came out. So now there's gravel. Let's see. So it does drop flint. There's a 1 in 10 chance of it dropping it. And I'm getting super unlucky right now. So let's just jump off the side of this cliff and there we go. Got some flint, and now we can make a flint and steel. So we just take some iron, some flint. It's shapeless, and you can use this to create the nether portal. So how you actually get obsidian, and there's no bucket in the game yet. I've still got to put the bucket in the game. It's just like in Minetest game and in Minecraft. You just place a lava source next to some water and it becomes obsidian. And also, flowing lava turns into cobblestone. And I gotta make snow floodable because this is just kind of like weird that I can use snow to control lava right now, but that's how you do that. It's random too to distribute the load, so if you have a bunch of those things happening, then it won't lag the server. And let's see, what else did I put in? I think that's it. And so here we go. So we have nether portals now, and these are pretty cool. You just simply do that. And yeah, it works pretty good. So these can be pretty much any shape. The only thing that actually doesn't work is this, and that's by design choice, because there's no point in having another portal this small because you can't fit in it. But you can have one this size, so that's pretty cool. These can be up to 50 nodes wide from the center in all directions. You just have to make sure when you right click them, if they're that wide, you have to be in the center. Otherwise, it won't light them up. And just to be safe, I would do 49 because I think I only did a 50 node check. So I'm not sure exactly what that calculation is right now. But it just means you can have gigantic nether portals. And also, if you mine something that's next to it, as in one of the obsidian blocks, it will remove your nether portal. So that's not really a problem. We just take this, do that, and the best part about this is it's using direct neighbor. And let me just clear these slimes again. It's using direct neighbor for anybody that's played the game of life, you know some of the entities can only index what's directly next to them, and that's essentially what's happening here. When you're creating a nether portal, it is attempting an X check on a 2D plane that's creating in virtual memory, and if it indexes outside of the limited range, which is 50 nodes in all directions, then it will cancel and it will try Z, and if Z doesn't work, then it will completely fail, and all that means is it won't create the nether portal. But if you make one that's enclosed like this, and the 2D map can generate within the limited boundaries, then you can create the nether portal, and it's pretty cool. I think these look super cool the way the static is. You can't actually like see the repetition in the static the way Wuzzy designed this. It looks really nice. So yeah, if it's not touching the nether portal directly, then it will not remove it. I just think it's super cool how it pretty much instantly removes. The only reason why that part didn't remove is because the client only sends a certain amount of nodes within a certain amount of distance, and when you walk near it, it will disappear. So this means you can create cool shapes like this, which I think is sick. You can have like smiley faces. You could spell words out with this. I'm pretty sure it's almost endless. You could have stuff like this. Whoops. Already messed it up. I don't know, let's have some of this. And let's do this. Yeah, this design's getting really messed up really fast. Oop, there we go. So you can have a nice little nether portal house. That looks pretty cool. And a huge benefit is that I'm using the flame itself to create these portals. And so what does that mean? Well, seeing how fire spreads, well, you can do stuff like this, which I think is super cool. And as soon as that lights up, it will ignite the nether portal. You don't actually have to directly right click it with the flint and steel. If I make a mob that shoots like fireballs at you, if it hits the nether portal that's not lit up, it could light it up for you basically. Also, one thing is, since this is using essentially a crawler, that's kind of what I call it. If there's anything in it that is not air, it will not generate. But if it's got air in it, it will not have any problems generating. So I think that's super sick. Yeah, you can have some pretty interesting shapes. So let's light this one up. And let's make one that's like absolutely ridiculous. I don't know, let's do this. Like something like that. Yeah, we'll go with this. Let's put it on the fly so I can do this. Yeah, let's just have it like do some of that. And why not? We'll just have a hole in the middle here. Alright, that looks good to me. So you could have some weird designs. This one looks kind of like a Pokeball, but I think it's super cool. Then you can have one in the middle too. So what this is going to do is it's going to essentially, the moment you step onto this, your client is going to take over. It's going to get the it's going to send an initialization to the server, and as your client is working, as the server is working on finding a suitable position near where lava spawns, like the giant 5,000 deep lava lake, your client's going to fade in this texture, and essentially, as soon as it's done fading in, you're going to get teleported down, and then it is going to fade out once you step outside of the Nether portal. And then once that's completely faded out, you're going to be able to step back into the Nether portal. Basically, it's going to be like having an effect that wears off, like some kind of magic. Yeah, we'll see how well I can make that happen. But if I can pull it off, it'll be really cool looking. Also, I wrote this. Also, I have this song in here, if you want to call it a song. It's going to happen when you initially teleport to the Nether, so I'll let you guys listen. So hopefully that sounds spooky enough. So a couple of things that got updated in the Nether is now there's actual lava that flows. One big thing is when I put the buckets in, and this is pretty cool, if you try to place water in the Nether, it just explodes instantly, and it just flings you. Also, where is the bed? There it is. If you try to place a bed, that also explodes. So this is Ichor. So basically in Greek mythology, it's like God's blood, like the blood of the gods essentially. And so essentially, if it's raining or snowing up in the overworld, it's basically bleeding in the Nether, which is, oh no, not that noise. What was I saying? So which is basically kind of crazy, actually. It's extra spooky. I think I'm going to change the texture and basically make it rain upwards in the Nether, if it's supposed to be some kind of weather effect. I just have the snow there because I wanted to test it, and yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. So basically all the nodes in the Nether are bleeding. So the Nether terrain generation came out pretty dang good. I modified Paramat's example he gave on his GitHub, and it just came out super nice. I love the way it looks. I can't wait to start putting structures in the Nether and basically put in Nether ores and stuff like that. I'm gonna make it like the old Minecraft mod where randomly Nether ores will explode if you try to mine them. I think that'll just add another layer of danger and like scariness to the Nether, and that'll be super cool. So I lost my Nether portal. Now, there it is. So this is what I was talking about earlier. This is kind of the effect I'm going for. You step out of the Nether portal and it's created there. I'm not sure if I'm going to have them permanently linked together. I might do that, but we'll see. I might just have it try to find another portal up on its axis where it's located and teleport up there or teleport randomly around. I'm not sure how that's going to work yet. I got to think about that for a bit. But I'm just glad that it's in the game now. I'm encouraging people to use this in their mods because it is GPL version 3. It brings like a whole layer of interactivity with simple portals. And this is also how the Aether portal and the Void portal are going to work. The Void portal is going to be on the X and Z axis, so it's going to be flipped downwards. And you can create essentially flat on the ground Void portals. So I think that's going to be real nice. But anyways, that's it for now, guys. I will see you in the next video. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this update. So, peace out.